Hi YouTube! Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be watching Crimson Desert Review, I am so tired, by Max0r. I have played a lot of this game, and I think about 80 hours. I got to chapter 8, I think, so I did play a fair bit. I didn't finish it, not by any means. I generally don't even know how much left there is in the game, but I like it. It's got some issues, but I do really like the game. And more than anything, I really do like Max0r's takes on games. Especially one as out there as Crimson Desert. Because it does sound like just a generic fantasy world adventure RPG. But actually no, it's kind of weird. This game is very weird. So let's see what happens. But yeah, before we jump into the video, if you wanna help out the channel, could you please click like and subscribe to boost that algorithm? Yes, thank you very much. But it's now time for us to see what he has to say about Crimson Desert.
This video has a lot
Oh, that's Shrek.
of footage of people smacking into the ground at Mach 10 speed. Crimson Desert is one of the least understood games that I have ever covered on this channel.
Yes.
Because either you've never touched it and only vaguely recognize it from this tweet, which extols the virtues of being able to beat women, or you have actually played it and immediately forgot about the entire thing because playing this game is like falling asleep to the Shrek Forever After DVD menu. So for the majority who don't know, Crimson Desert is the newest innovation in
I didn't know there were robots in the game. Okay, so maybe you need to come back to it seems like.
AI-powered open-world gaming technology, miraculously allowing the player to freely move in any direction without the need for loading screens, all while featuring riveting combat, intense platforming, and meticulous collection of ancient precursor artifacts.
Yeah.
Except no, the game I am actually describing is Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy for the PlayStation 2, which you can actually run natively on your PC without emulation using this cool software that decompiles your ISO called OpenGold. Except no again, I am actually playing Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy inside of The Sims 3. For this reason, Crimson Desert is also a very polarizing game. Either you love it, or you think that it is unrepentant slop. Slop, as a term, has gained a great deal of popularity for denoting a type of content that is derivative, mass-produced, made simple.
Sorry, I need to stop to breathe a little, I suppose. Wow, what an intro. But yeah, he's not wrong.
To be consumed by the largest number of cattle in the least amount of time, with various low-quality YouTubers even being forced to sell their souls to Gamer Sup's energy drinks for money, selling their viewers various zany types of energy slop at the—
Oh look, it's Bao, and it's cool. Okay. Also, I really hate this NPC. I mean, I don't hate her. It's just, I don't know, there's this one quest that I got stuck during the beginning of the game because I didn't know what to do because the game is so fucking obnoxious. The game is great actually, but the controls. Oh man, the controls. Yeah, you really do need a PhD to just understand how to swing your sword.
Low price of 40 cents per serving and somehow not changing with inflation. I personally
Am I watching an ad?
In order to work my 10-hour shifts at the job factory so I can have the privilege of producing so much shareholder value. Click the link below for 10% off my funny flavors, or the free market will be forced to build a data center in your house. Or perhaps that is all commie bullshit. It's not like baiting people with politics on the internet is really easy or anything. So to prove the political neutrality and objectivity of my news and fact-orientated YouTube channel, for my next trick, I will misgender a non-binary person while acknowledging that this video was written on stolen land. Though I will have to comment that I am personally against the mass immigration of Paludese refugees into the sovereign borders of Demonis.
But also, say what you will, this game is so fucking pretty, unironically. I was talking about this with a buddy, but yeah, holy shit, Payloon, like, pretty much all vistas in this game are insanely pretty, but like there is something real special about Payloon. I don't know, man, it's just something about the colors. That place, wow, it's probably one of the better environments I've ever seen in gaming, unironically. I'm not gonna die on this hill, but it is an opinion I currently have.
Once made the mistake of letting Greymanes in, and they have already formed an ethno-state in Hernand, right next to the Goblin one. And while calling this game
He's not wrong.
Exactly an accurate term, it is a funny one. So that is the one that I'm going to be using now. Try to look at the terrain design for like 3 seconds and tell me with a straight face that the art direction was not done by ChatGPT.
Yeah, it is a lot of very different things literally just slapped together. Also, I think the ice zone directly borders the desert zone. So yeah, that's also something. But at the same time, it is very pretty, if nothing else.
Goals. What are my goals when making this video? Make discourse about this video game absolutely impossible to have. Make every analysis and opinion about it completely irrelevant for no reason. Let us agree to never reconcile any opinions that we might be thinking of right now. Features. The main selling point of Crimson Desert is that it has features in it, making it the ideal game for those who love to consume content.
That
like the
fucking guy, this guy,
making it
this one. Holy shit, I got shit on by him so many times. He does drop a cool sword that I was using up till now.
The ideal game for those who love to consume content, like the experience of scrolling YouTube shorts if they were YouTube longs. It plays like a manhwa reads, and it reads like an Instagram reel about
hand-to-hand combat is so cool.
Crimson Desert has robust combat, various bosses, advanced puzzle solving for the next 3 hours.
Not the puzzles. Oh, okay, so this game does a lot of things right, a lot of things wrong, and it completely misses the mark on any and all puzzles. Fuck the puzzles. They had the potential to be great, but they are so like unnecessarily obscure and obnoxious. Holy shit, I never want to play any game that tries to do this sort of shit ever again.
Or so, house building, armor dying,
I've never even tried.
Fishing, liberal use of an Evangelion, and
fishing kind of sucks. Housing, there is one place that I know of that you can decorate, and the controls are also terrible, so I gave up.
So much more than is actually fun.
Gathering.
Why does game with so many inside of it have our things? Well,
again, this was meant to be a MMO that they turned into a single-player game midway through development, so there's also that, and that maybe wasn't such a great idea, but the systems are there. Have fun. Sorry. Oh, also this shield. I am currently using this shield. It comes from a very fun quest, actually, a very fun boss fight.
Crimson Desert is first and foremost a game made by South Koreans, which doesn't really sound like a relevant detail until you first understand that Korean society is a series of cram schools and corporate humiliation rituals, and sometimes in the middle, you get to play StarCraft. 75% of young people in this nation want to leave it. We are talking about the closest thing that humanity has to an endangered species. This is a nation that is actively looking to occupy itself so that death seems like it is coming a little bit faster. Why is this relevant to our game? Because every single conversation, every menu, every person, and every mechanic in Crimson Desert exists solely to give you a different ethnicity to cleanse from the face of the earth. So the entire notion that I should be paying attention to literally anything that anyone...
Isn't that what you're supposed to do in any and all fantasies? Isn't any and all fantasies, be it a book or a game or a movie, it's all about eliminating your neighbor that doesn't exactly look like you.
What is saying feels like an insult to my intelligence. I know the outcome of this conversation we're having right now. It is the same as the last 30 conversations I've been dragged into, and every single one of them ends with a demand for goblin genocide. And look, okay, I am definitely not saying that this game might have a problem.
I'm gonna say, I like the goblins. I love the goblins. They are very weird, and I don't know where they stand in the geopolitical scene. But I love them. I don't know, there's something very special about them in this game. I couldn't put my finger and tell you what it is, though.
Dramatic depiction of goblins or anything. I just think that it's kind of weird that they happen to live as a minority of inherently conniving traders, black marketeers, and profit-driven debt collectors with the sole honor of being able to charge white people usury and...
They're a mixture of the bankers, the thieves, and foreigners. Like, it's a whole bag of things there, and I'm not sure what picture they're trying to paint with it, but I don't know, man. It's a weird and interesting scene.
And run all of Hernan's financial institutions. I'm sure that this has absolutely no relation to any hypothetical stereotypes that may or may not exist.
They're also the owner of like the biggest merchant guild in the world.
If you are Italian. Racism is a core mechanic of this game's narrative. The literal main quest of the game is entirely about a never-ending hereditary blood feud between two slightly different variations of Scandinavian Mayo monkeys. This is a role-playing game where I am forced to roleplay as an Icelandic Josef Mengele, genocidally cleansing the entire face of Payloon because Cliff, as a licensed therapist apparently, can only ever respond to Hitler's dialogue with slightly different variations of yes and what happened. To put it simply, questing in this game is an absolute nightmarish slog, predicated by the idea that dialogue in and of itself is either a route to American historical reenactments or a vehicle to a 2-hour puzzle in which—
It's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad. The dialogue in this game is so bad. The storytelling in general is like very... I don't know. Storytelling in general, like I'm counting everything. Mechanics, exposition, dialogue, environment, did I say environment already? I don't know. Is like probably 4 out of 10. Dialogue specifically, I would say is like 2 out of 10. Like it's so trash. Game is pretty though.
Slowly and manually move boxes around, hoping in vain that you will swiftly die of old age. I want you to imagine this given scenario. You're playing an open world game and definitely not a spreadsheet with a realistic scan of Delaware on top. So you say to yourself, I would like to see locations and experience new areas outside of my current spatial understanding because I am human. Then you see a castle in the distance and think to yourself, wow, I can't wait to see what adventures await me over there. Only to discover that the castle has no enemies inside of it, no loot you can actually find, and the knowledge that you have now wasted 20 minutes of your narrowing lifespan. How devious and quirky. Then, 7 hours of real time later, you...
Yeah, but that's the thing, it's either one of the two, and that's what I find the most aggravating. Okay, yeah, I don't know what the proportion is, like what the ratio is, but it's literally one of the two. It's either absolutely nothing there, so it's literally just ruins and nothing, or it's ruins, but it's absolutely chock full of enemies to the point where you can't even see the ground because there are so many people trying to attack you and so many dead bodies, like from the path you just cleaved through. Yeah, I don't know, man. The game plays exclusively on both extremes. I have to add, like I have to clarify, I did enjoy this game. Weirdly enough.
Happen to be taking a random quest that you found on a spreadsheet, wherein this desaturated ice dweller has the actual caucasity to inform me of this mysterious and hitherto unknown castle in the distance containing unique enemies and an entire boss fight in it. Because I can't—
The homeless... Sorry. Homeless man with antlers is right. That is the guy that drops the shield that I just talked about. It is such a sick fight. He is literally just a crazy man who thinks he's the king. Well, he's not just a crazy man. He's like a super powerful warrior and probably the old king of something or old baron of something. I don't know. But yeah, he thinks he's the rightful king of whatever and he needs to take back his kingdom with his men. And we fight him because we don't want to let a deranged individual roam free with his army. And, well, he does drop a cool shield.
I cannot emphasize it enough. This scenario is every single thing in Crimson Desert. In this game, you can grab a tree and use it to catapult yourself. You can clean objects with a broom. You can scramble your brains like Sonic the Hedgehog. And you can even go fishing, just like
Fishing
Jak and
sucks!
Daxter, the precursor legacy
Fishing
of the PlayStation 2. But when I decided that I wanted to see this castle, this mountain, this battlefield with 9,000 robotic bees, and this Crimson Desert in the video game called... I forget the name. I was told to come back later after I had spoken to a random rock 5 zip codes away and listened to the most boring explanation of anything I have ever seen. This problem gets so much worse than you think it is. It is not just castles. There are entire nations in this game that exist purely in the context of the main quest, and after that are literally never seen or heard from ever again.
I hated Calfade. It felt like a very weird, unevenly shaped add-on to the story out of nowhere. Because it's not Hernand. It can be Hernand, but it's not Hernand. It's not... What's the other one? The place with the people that hate you. It's also not Payloon. I forget the name. Whatever. It's the place where you enter the city and people attack you. I don't know, man. There's so many issues with the game, and I really do gotta clarify. I did like it. I did like playing it.
Just like my dad, the game does not expect you to actually have a memory about anything at all.
Yes.
Entire mechanics will just show up and then randomly disappear into the void for 30 hours. Did you happen to like the dialogue mechanics with fucking 10 seconds of pause?
This. Wow, this. Sorry, I know I keep pausing, but this was horrible. It took so long. Whatever you choose, it takes like probably a minute until you can choose like the next option. And you gotta listen to him yap. And if you just happen to pick the wrong option out of 5 or 6 sometimes, you gotta do it all over again. I hated that. I hated it. Oh! Green lit that! Wah!
Between each line?
And yes, I did like the game.
Yeah, me neither. So why is it in the game for exactly 2 mandatory quests? Can we please make that number 0 because it feels like I am having a stroke right now? And not the good kind.
Yes.
Hitherto unknown antagonists who are now suddenly really important to the plot apparently keep appearing and get killed within the span of 30 minutes, never to be seen or mentioned ever again. Everything is paced like it is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
This is a JoJo's reference.
Every single stand user talked in fucking Mad Libs. That is why Crimson Desert is so forgettable, because the actual game itself is constantly forgetting. The literal second that the player looks away from something or someone, that thing ceases to exist.
Yep.
Believe me,
Object Permanence, the game. Honestly, what a fucking good read. He's so right about it.
Really tried to get them to exist, okay? There is just nothing here. But
yeah, honestly, there was like this whole massive area, plains full of barley, and it's literally one type of mob enemy and one boss that you finish rather quickly, and nothing else. And it was like, okay, sure, the game world is big, but it's like, brother, I don't know, probably the same size as, what, a hold in Skyrim? Like, imagine the entirety of the Whiterun hold, not the city, the hold. It's like an entire area of that size dedicated to one type of enemy. And absolutely nothing else.
Oh my god, Max, there are things in the game. Haven't you seen the things to do in the world, Max? Haven't you fought these fucking 4 identical copies of the same guy? Haven't you done the quest where you rescue this goblin and he tells you to go fight the 50 simultaneous wolves? Yes, I have, dipshit. And look, if you like things
waves
to do,
of enemies.
If you're like a 40-year-old dad who just wants to come home and be assigned a task as is their natural inclination, I am not going to yuck someone else's yum, but it's probably because you were not given a soul at birth. Does anything that I do affect the world? No. I fight bosses, I do puzzles, I take a random...
You literally save entire countries and nothing happens. Everything is the same. I don't know, man. I really gotta be clear about this. I did enjoy the game.
Quest from a guy and watch a mass shooting happen at the circus completely unprompted by anything. I go back to my camp, I sell the bodies that I looted to build up my Farmville minigame, I go to sleep, and then I do it all over again, and you know what?
You know what? It is very fun seeing your encampment expand and have more people and have more services. But holy shit, it really feels like Farmville in the sense that you feel your life being drained every time you gotta do anything there. Not to mention the actual IRL time sink to make things work. Wow.
I like the Farmville minigame.
Yes! Yes, that's a point. Like, I feel like this is how I feel about the game in general. Rationally, I hate everything it does. But I like it. I like playing it. Is this masochism? It probably is to some degree, no?
Chapter 2, the Farmville minigame. Please hear me out, okay? Because if this game's world isn't even going to try to motivate me at all, the least it can do is let me motivate me. There is genuine progression in the Farmville minigame, and frankly, it's a really good idea because unlike the main quest, I am the one deciding what I do with my camp. I decide what weapons I'm going to upgrade. Maybe I want to chop down a tree so we can have wood. Maybe I send someone to get that wood and use that wood to build a farm. Maybe I identify an unprotected rival ethnicity in the mountains so that I may purloin that which they no longer need, sell them to my blacksmith, and invest the proceedings into a stock index fund.
Yes!
Maybe I want to go mining.
Yes! There's actually like a finance game in there. It's kind of hard to start it because you do need a lot of capital to begin playing the finance game, but you can open an account at the bank and then buy gold bars and see interest take over and you become rich. I don't know why it's there, but it is. Have fun. I think that's a thing. Everything takes so long and takes so much effort to do in the game. But you really can play the way you want, even though it doesn't do anything in the end.
Oh, bandits have occupied the quarry, so I have to kill them. My gear isn't good enough, so I need to upgrade by getting a better smith, and that takes money, and oh my god, there is almost a game here. I can choose where to invest my money. I can invest in myself by purchasing 200 rotisserie chickens, and I had to search every single grocery store in the game for this. Please laugh.
You can also... Yeah, you can also like do the like a merchant run pretty much. You can like send your guys to gather materials and then you pack those materials and you go deliver them to the Merchants Guild. And depending on how certain like foodstuffs are on a low now, so you don't want to deliver that. But you know what? Paintings or other luxury items are on the super high, so you gotta sell that right now. There is a surprisingly in-depth game of money in here, and there's like a load of these little mechanics that really don't talk to each other at all. Like that has nothing to do with the crafting minigame, or not minigame, but like the crafting gameplay loop or the base building gameplay loop. It's like it's almost a game. It's almost a game. You just gotta find a way to tie it together.
I can invest in the Bank of Naples where I can actually choose my investment strategy on the open market like some sort of perfidious Dutchman, or invested in the purchase of a new cart and the packaging of unique goods, then looking up where to sell those goods and then traversing the map and then running them back to another post. And it now just dawns on me that I am making a more compelling story than the narrative of any quest in this game. It's not even close. If you want me to remember a location, do not make me save it. Make it mean something to me. Make the liberation of Palun from the Danish people unlock new territory and resources to...
Hold on, just go back.
Make the liberation of Palun from the Danish people unlock new territory...
This is what I mean. This is Palun. Look at this place. The redwood is so fucking insane. I don't know why it talks to me, speaks to me like so strongly, but look at this place. Also, you can't really tell, oops, but like this here is like a massive lake. Like this entire city, it's actually a pretty fucking big city. It is like on the shore of a lake, a beautiful lake with like mountains all around. It's so fucking pretty.
And resources to exploit. Make exploration uncover new and lucrative trades so I can exploit the differences in wages to build a Labubu factory. Make anything in the story matter to the salt of the earth goblin skinner. And yet, I still have to mine random outcroppings of iron and copper like a Congolese child, even though I have an entire ethno-state at my personal command, because this game cannot decide between dialectical materialism or great man theory. One subscribing to the idea that change can only come through a single man's drive for profound and tremendous violence. That if there is a problem, it is because there are bad people in charge.
Cliff, I'm Count Green. I need to always be green.
They are bad because they decide to be bad, and all we have to do to solve the issue is to kill them. Nothing fundamentally changes except that we have to put the right people in charge, and the right people are always me.
Yeah.
While the other one postulates that the advancement of society ultimately comes from collective material advancement and the endless struggle between differing modes of production, eventually culminating in the birth of a bourgeois goblin class. And with these two competing philosophies in the same game and indeed focused into a single Napoleonic figure who barely speaks in conversation, leads us to the final synthesis representing all the flaws and contradictions of Crimson Desert itself. This game, genuinely and accidentally, love it or hate it, is liberalism. And in conclusion, would be unable to commit to a coherent position on Israel. I hope that you liked reading my politically charged video essay about the role of autistic non-binary people under capitalism or something, as much as I liked writing it. I basically made up this entire video script, but in reality, no one is actually going to call me out if I lie. Because ultimately, that requires actually remembering a game called Crimson Desert. You know, which is actually pretty similar to a game called Jak and Daxter.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think I said everything I had to say. Wow. This is definitely a game. This is definitely a game that you can enjoy, if you so choose. Wow, okay. Yeah, this was Crimson Desert Review. I Am So Tired by Max0r. Really, I think title is true to the content, really. This is not clickbait. This is I feel it. I get it. But yeah, if you want to help us out, if you want to help out the channel, please could you click like and subscribe to boost that algorithm. But this is all from us for tonight. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra, bye-bye.